So pretty much all you have to do is just go to your bass, which you should be in the key groups, and you must have your MPC Live updated to the latest version. So right now the latest version is 2.11.8. And then all you have to do is this menu 14 for the quick shortcut. If you haven't seen my shortcut video, make sure you watch that. So it's going to be on your global screen when you have your 808 load up, and then all you have to do is go to Portamento mod. You just go to Portamento and you just turn up the time. We're going to go over Quantize and Legato later, but that's pretty much it. So you can just hear it. That's very easy. Now, some would say, oh, it's not the same as FL Studio or whatever other DAW. But my thing is, when it comes to being on a different DAW, you can't compare. Like, it's just its own sound. And if you could look past those barriers, you could really get creative, even make it sound unique. Like, this could be the 808 slides for the MPC. Like, it got that texture, just like the MPC itself got that sound and a texture that no other DAW can emulate. So right now I'm using the 808 Cosmo from the Unison drum kit, and I have it in key groups. I don't have it in a program. This video is sponsored by Unison, and I use their drum kit a lot. It's called the Unison Blueprint Beatmaker drum kit. I use this kit a lot because it has all the samples I need, and it goes from wide varieties of any genre. You have over 9,000 loops, and you have all the MIDIs that go to it, so you can learn from. You don't have to feel like, oh, everybody else got them and you can't be unique. You can learn it and then make it your own, or just understand what is popular. So you could go check it out. The link is below in the description. Let's look at the grid and see what the pattern is. Pretty much it's a simple pattern, you know, boom, 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 dun, 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 boom. And if you don't know how to come up with bass lines, just use the notes that are in your chord progression. That's pretty much what I did. And then just kind of mess around with the slides. Use the 5th of that chord progression, use the 3rd of that chord progression, or use the octaves. I went from C sharp, and then I went up an octave, and then I used E. So E is the 3rd and C sharp is the octave. You could use a bit of music theory to do your slides. The 2nd is always good to use, and also use the 5th, which is G sharp of the D sharp minor chord. You don't have to get that technical, just use your ears, but if you follow along with the octaves, the 3rds, and the 5th, it's going to be a lot easier to kind of come up with the notes. Now we can go back from menu 14, go to the Portamento. So the threshold I found was at 20. I watched this one video. This girl, she said from 40 to 50, but for this, I didn't feel like it worked. To me, that's too much slide. Now, you can use the Quantize feature, and what the Quantize feature is doing is like snapping your slide onto the grid. It's kind of hard to explain, but just take it from there. Like, it's just snapping the slide to the grid. So let me just play with the beat. So even still, like, I wouldn't even have the time that high. I would just really keep it between 20 and 30. Legato, all Legato is more of the style of how you're playing it. So I could hold the 808 and then press the notes and it would glide with it. In other videos, I did see people go to the LFO and mess with the pitch destination. But my thing with that is when you're pitch bending, you're changing it like pitch. So it could really throw it out of key. That's why I wouldn't want to use that way either. I really think it comes down to the 808 that you pick and the mixing you do with your 808. So for this 808, I have a distortion that I put on it. Here's without it. Now this 808, you could already hear the harmonics, but with the distortion, this brings it up a bit more. And that's pretty much all I have. When you have quality drums, it just makes it a lot easier to get that nice clean sound. So I hope this video was helpful. This is a quick one, you know, it's a simple function that you could just put on your key groups and then you'll just have it right away. So if you found this video helpful, like and subscribe, share with your other producer friends, and until next time, peace.